What is going on is spontaneously, naturally present, without any effort or non-effort. It is obviously apparent. It is edgeless. And so without edges, there is no outside and there is no inside. It has no separation or division or split anywhere. It is uninterrupted. And so without any split or edge or division, it cannot be grasped. It cannot be thought about. It is beyond conception. It is vast and unimaginable, marvelously so. Words cannot touch it. And yet, words also arise spontaneously and naturally and appear to throw lassos around what's going on, this fluid, edgeless, seamless expanse, and create little bites, little bits of separate things. And what is going on is always super complete, isn't it? As it has no outside, it cannot be added to from somewhere else, and nothing can be taken away and put somewhere else. There is no somewhere else. This is it. And the words that we use to describe this vast, unknowable, unknown, actually are more concepts. And you might hear about these concepts like oneness or unicity, and you might want to try to attain that, to get that peace or wholeness or enlightenment. But actually, this knowing is really always on. And yet the stories seem to obscure this feeling, because the stories written with these shared learned words seem to create infinite separate things. And as soon as one separate thing is created, like tree, then suddenly it seems like everything else is not tree, including a you. So there's nothing wrong with this description. It occurs naturally and it's utterly marvelous. Yet when believed in, the story of you, it feels like you are separate. It feels like there's a separate you here, and all this, like a foreign land, all of it feels separate. It feels foreign. It feels like you're a ping pong ball being battered about by unseen forces, because the story creates time. It creates separate moments. The story seems to create a world of things, of mountains, of sky, of clouds, and of next. Other, better, more, or next. So you hear about these things like peace or enlightenment, wholeness, oneness, and you want that. So what it is you have this idea of something that you want. You're really not quite sure what it is, but it sounds good when people describe it. But that's just another thought, it's just another idea. and putting it in the future, like one day my prince will come. One day this shift will happen to me. One day I'll finally arrive, is just the dream writing itself. And it can create a lot of spinning, like a dream castle in the air that you want to move into or get outside of what has no edges. And it's very frustrating and it's very painful, because all of this trying, all of this efforting perpetuates the feeling and the belief of a separate self. But as long as you feel separate, you will try to glue back together what has never been apart. And I can't say to stop trying because there is no you, there is no chooser. You're just a beautiful story, a hologram, a magician's tale, a watercolor thought dream. The whole story is made up, the whole shaboogie. There has never been any separation, any separate things or non-things. And yet this world of concepts, of ideas, this is the only world we can know as conceptual beings. What I sing of, this knowingness of no separation, of unicity, is intuited, it's felt deeply. And if you try to grasp it, it continues the feeling of separation. And it could happen that you may realize that all of your efforts have been trying to lasso the sky. Futile efforts, and all painful. And it may happen that your entire world may collapse. All of your ideas of what you thought you were like, or what you should be like, or of what the world is like, or what it should be like. All ideas of truth, all ideas of non-truth, all ideas of meaning or purpose or non-meaning or non-purpose is just like that, a castle in midair, and it may collapse. You and your world might be seen as made up, and yet you don't go away. You'll still be here. But it is a life of utter seamless ease, this constant knowing of super, complete, utter perfection of life just as it is, when the belief in other, in next, slips away.